Shabbat Shalom, Yasharallah, giving all praise and glory to the most high power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's worthy to be praised for everything. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah to his glorious and holy name. As always, I'm going to start off with Colossians 3 and 17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. So all that we say and do is going to be in the name of the anointed Savior, Mashiach Yahushua. We give thanks to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob's name changed to Israel. We became the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. The 12 tribes of Israel, who the Bible is talking about, who the Most High have chosen to be his elect, his chosen people, his remnant. And we're trying to reach out, have our brothers and sisters come back. Tonight, I'm going to do something special. I'm going over soldiership. And take good notes, brothers, because this is for you coming into the realm of Israel, representing the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, and enduring to the end. Encouragement. First up is a soldier must learn responsibilities. A soldier must learn responsibilities. A soldier must learn responsibility and responsibilities. James 1:22. James 1 and 22. Soldier must learn responsibility and responsibilities. James 1:22. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own self. So there's operations that have to be done being in this truth, man, that you got to do. You got to be involved in doing something, not just hearing only. You deceiving your own self, thinking you rolling in the truth and you're not doing anything. You don't have no works. That's why I said, once again, James 1:22. But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own self. There's a lot of work to be done, and you have to desire to have more works, because when the books are going to be open, it's going to be like, hey, how did you follow the law? How did you do what the Most High said for us to do? When you hear it, he didn't say think about it. He said be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. It's not no church. It's not no religion when you come and listen. And I heard this. What did they say? I don't know, but ain't got no music going. You can't say the choir sound good. So all you can do is you're supposed to be taking notes so you'll know, and go over this and change to apply this in your life. You got to learn it. You got to live it. You got to apply it in your life. You have responsibilities as a soldier. Uh, 1 Corinthians, just from my generalship. First being a general, dealing with what we got to deal with in being soldiers. 1 Corinthians 12 and 26. Very important. Remember, this is soldier must learn responsibilities. 1 Corinthians 12 and 26. And whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it. Or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it. Understand this. If one brother going through changes, we all go through changes with him. One brother suffer, we suffer with him. You feel that brother's hurt. Or one member rejoice, he been honored, blessed with something, you be happy for your brother. That's the spirit of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua. But don't rejoice when you see bad things happen to our brothers. You evil if you like that. You gotta lift your brother up, man. That's why I say. And whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it. We all suffer together. But if you want to suffer by yourself, then so be it. You know, I just got word my best friend, one of my best friends, dying right now. I'm gonna get through it. That's why it's just kind of hit me hard when I'm reading it. Whether one member suffer, we all the members suffer with it. Or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it, man. You gotta be happy for your brothers, and if one member suffer, we suffer together. So I ain't no partiality and favoritism and all that, man. Brothers think that, people think that just because they know you a little bit, you're supposed to stand for them. I done been through that. You're supposed to stand up for them. They think that they got some clout or they got some clout. Ain't no clout with me. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I don't care. That's what the Bible's talking about. That's Most High. He ain't taking time. He have no respect to person. Period. Titus, the second chapter. Remember, we're looking at soldier must learn responsibility. Titus, the second chapter, the ninth verse. Exhort servants to be obedient unto their own masters, which means teachers, Salakia. Own teachers, because master deal with D-A-A-L, Salakia, most about so much. I don't even want to say that. Exhort servants to be obedient unto their own teachers and to please them well in all things, not answering again, talking back, you know, because, you know, everyone has to give an account for his actions. And when you just think about yourself and where you at, and just remember, you be like me. I didn't never think I was gonna be a teacher. And again, the truth, thinking I'm gonna be a teacher, I'm gonna be dropping this word like this. I just wanted to learn. And here I am, die hard, just in it. You know what I mean? Like nonstop, every day of my life, and from the time I started to now. And it's like I never lost my first love, and it's like here I am. You can say whatever you want to think, however you want to think, you never know. Hey, but we gotta exhort servants to be obedient unto their own teachers, man. That's order. Without order, you have chaos. That's why a soldier must learn responsibilities. A lot of responsibility. Some have more than others. Some can handle more than others. I can multitask. I can do a whole lot of things at the same time. But I did that all my life. So everybody can't do that. So whatever it is that you've been called to do it to the best of your ability, man. You got responsibilities. First Corinthians, the second chapter, verse 1. Man. First Corinthians 2 and 1. And I, brethren, my brothers of the Israelites, when I came to you, he said, came not with excellency in speech or of wisdom, declaring to you the testimony of the Most High. Then man, he wasn't no brilliant speaker. He said, I didn't come to you with excellency of speech or of wisdom. And wisdom is a proper application of knowledge, you know? He said, for I determined not to know anything among you, save a Mashiach Yahushai and him crucified. The same Mashiach Yahushai who he was against as Saul, against anyone that called on Baha Shama Mashiach Yahushai. He was there to put him to death. He said, I was with you in weakness and in fear. Don't know whether you're going to live or die. And in much trembling from that fear. Listen to what he said. If my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, of man's understanding, what the world will bring to you, but in demonstration of the spirit and of power, the spirit of the Most High and the spiritual power that comes with the Most High Bahashama Mashiach Yahushua. Why? That your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men. Your faith and believing in the Most High should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of the Most High Bahashama Mashiach Yahushua. Mashiach, you understand? But Mashiach Yahushua is being preached wholeheartedly by him. He was called by the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, from being one that was against the Mashiach Yahushua, to suffer and be persecuted for Baha Shama Mashiach Yahushua. He's dropping it, you know, whether they wanted to hear or not. Straight power, boldness. Okay, next. A soldier must learn love for the Father, Yahweh. A soldier must learn love for the Father, Yahweh. A soldier must learn love for the Father, Yahweh. 1 John 5:3. First and foremost, soldier must learn love for the Father, Yahweh. 1 John 5:3. This soldiership tonight. 1 John 5:3. For this is love, this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. That's how you love the Most High. Soldier must learn love for the Father. So if you're gonna learn love for the Most High, then you gotta keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous. This soldiership. Most High commandments are not hard, you know. That's why we went over, you're not supposed to be dealing with the wisdom of men. Wisdom of men, what they say? You can't keep the commandments. You don't keep the commandments. It's too hard or whatever they want to say. We're not under the law. That's crazy. See, and that's how we're gonna get ourselves into the lake of fire, if you won't believe that. Believe this. Next, a soldier must learn love for Hamashiach Yahushua. A soldier must learn love for Hamashiach Yahushua. A soldier must learn love for Hamashiach Yahushua. St. John 14:15. If you love me, these are Hamashiach Yahushua's words. He said, keep my commandments. This commandment is no different than the commandments that the Most High gave us, the children of Israel, because he kept the commandments. He did not sin. His sin is the transgression of the Most High's laws, rules, and regulations. Y'all know what that is. That's all it is. Soldier must learn love for Mashiach Yahushua. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Do what I say. Then I'm telling you, I'm the word of the Most High. The Most High have a voice, and from a voice come words, and he is that word of the Most High, or the words of the Most High. John 21, John the 21st chapter, verse 15. Just for the soldiership tonight. John 21 and verse 15 through 17. So when they had dined, Mashiach said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He said unto him, yeah, Mashiach Yahushua, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, feed my lambs. You know, he said, feed my lambs. He said to him again, the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He asked me the same thing. You love me? He said unto him, yeah, Hamashiach Yahushua, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, feed my sheep. He said unto him the third time. If the Most High speak once, yea, twice, man perceive it not. So he said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Mashiach Yahushua, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Mashiach said unto him, feed my sheep. You know, say, feed my sheep. You know, teach my people. That's what he's saying. Because we know he said in Matthew 15:24, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Point blank. That's what he said. And I have this is called The Greatest is Love Bible. Listen what it says. Matthew 15:24. Somebody making money off of this Bible. But I like what it says in Matthew 15:24. It says, in Matthew 15:24, then he said to the woman, I was sent to help the Jews, the lost sheep of Israel, not the Gentiles. You hear that? Then he said to the woman, I was sent to help the Jews, the lost sheep of Israel, not the Gentiles. So it's called The Greatest is Love Bible. So we got to teach the people. 3 times he told Peter, feed my sheep, feed my lamb, feed my sheep. Very important. That's what we have to do. Next, a soldier must learn love for his nation. A soldier must learn love for his nation. A soldier must learn love for his nation. St. John 15:12. St. John 15:12. A soldier must learn love for his nation. St. John 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. He's telling us we gotta love one another as he loved us. To greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Hmm. To greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Be willing to lay down your life for your friends. And that's how it is in true soldiership. Even in Esau's army, that's what they trained him. Ye are my friends, he said, if you do whatsoever I command you. So if you're not his friend, you don't do what he say do. A lot of people not his friend. They be calling on his name. But he's not looking at them as his friend because they're not keeping the commandments of the Most High. Straight up. You say you love me, keep my commandments. You say you are my friend if you do whatsoever I command you, soldier. This ain't a hard thing, man. He said the love of the Most High, keep his commandments. Commandments are not grievous, man. It's not hard to do right by the Most High. It's just you just rebellious. You got rebellious Israelites, rebellious people that want to follow the way of man. What man has said in trying to deceive you. Gotta have a soldier must learn love for his nation. The nation here is talking about brotherhood as soldiers. 1 John 4 and 20. 1 John 4 and 20. A soldier must learn love for his nation. 1 John 4 and 20. If a man say, I love the Most High, I love the Mashiach Yahushua, and hateth his brother, he's a liar. He's a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom we have seen, how can he love the Most High? How can he love Mashiach Yahushua? He sit on the right hand side of the Most High, whom we have not seen. How you gonna say you love the Most High and you hate your brother who you can see? You say you love the Most High who you have not seen. You ain't seen no Mashiach Yahushua either. This commandment have we from him, that he who loveth the Most High, he that loveth Mashiach Yahushua, he that loveth Allahayim, love his brother also. Gotta love your brother, man. I can see the Most High putting those that you don't like right next to you in judgment. Understand this. That's why you gotta hear what's being said, man. A soldier must learn love for his nation. Ephesians 5 and 8. Ephesians 5 and 8. For you were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light. By Shalom Mashiach Yahushua. Walk as children of light. You see? You see, for you were sometimes darkness, meaning ignorant. You were sometimes not knowing. And Shabbat Shalom to everyone coming online. Welcome. We look at that soldiership from a general's perspective. For you were sometimes darkness, ignorant, not knowing, dumb. But now are ye light. Bahashamu Mashiach Yahushua. In the name of the Lord and Savior. Walk as children of light. So, what's the light? Proverbs 6:23. That's why I tell you whenever I give you definitions of these certain words, when you see them, then it should click. Damn, okay. That's how you define what's being said here from where? Generally the Old Testament. That's all they had was the law and the prophets. Proverbs 6:23 defines the light. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law that the Most High wrote with his finger, moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, and sacrificial laws. But we know we're not following the sacrificial law at this time because the Mashiach Yahushua was the ultimate sacrifice. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. You see? And reproofs of instruction are the way of life. Reproof just means correcting you through the instructions of this Bible that the Most High has given us. That's the way of life. So now that you see that from being in darkness and people still in darkness because they say they're not they're not in the light, they're not children of the light because they don't believe in the laws. We're under the law. You understand this? That's why it's very important, you know. And I see people trying to work their way into, the fact that we are the Israelites. No, we are the Israelites. Point blank. We are the 12 tribes of Israel without a shadow of a doubt. Nobody else fits what it is that is written in this Bible concerning the Israelites but us. That's why we're coming out of darkness, ignorance. And why you in that darkness? Because of the fact of what was given to us from a point of view of Esau when he came into power. Edomites when they came into power under Alexander the Greek, and then the wicked Antiochus Epiphanes. For real, you know. And what has happened? We as a people, until this day, were programmed by how they would have us to learn the ways of men, the wisdom of men. And from the left hand side, because it's not the right hand side with the Most High of Mashiach Yahushua, because they're not dealing with the Most High of Mashiach Yahushua. They're never going to know the Most High of Mashiach Yahushua. You see? So why it says concerning the doctors, because when you look at Isaiah 47:5, it's pertaining to the Edomites. When they got in the power, it says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness. That means ignorance, O daughter of the Chaldeans. But thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms. You see? So the Most High told them to get thee in the darkness. That's ignorance. When he ran them into the Caucasus Mountains. And then when they came out, Isaiah 60:2, this is why the people are programmed through their programming. That's why I say you got to stop saying brainwashed. It's not brainwashed, but brain polluted with the lies that's been taught. And we accept it wholeheartedly, and it's wrong. So when they got into power, the Most High told them to shut up. We just read it. Sit thee silent mean what? Shut up and get into the darkness, ignorance. So when they came out, that's why they got the History Channel, Discovery Channel. They got all these DNA that they got everybody twisted with. Man, you're going to know if you are or not. If it fits you, it's going to fit you. If it don't, it don't. Isaiah 60:2, once they came out of the Caucasus Mountains, what happened? For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth. That's the ignorance. To cover the earth. Not knowing. Stupidity. Dumb. Will cover the earth. Until this day. For anyone that says that, to really stand up for what this Bible is talking about, and first and foremost, knowing the Most High. Second of all, knowing Mashiach Yahushua through these precepts of the Bible, him in the volume of the book. I'm not talking about Most High telling us nothing. I'm just talking about him, period. I ask people, you know the Most High? No. You know the Most High? No. That's sad, but it's real. That's why it's for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth. He told them, be silent, set up and get there in the darkness. So this darkness that he put the people in, listen. For the behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. Gross ignorance, not only darkness, not only ignorance, not only not knowing, not only being with ADHD spiritually, but gross darkness, gross ignorance, man. The people, but the Most High shall arise upon thee. You gonna crumb Yahshua Allah. That's crumb Yahshua Allah from the Most High, not from us, but from the Most High. And his glory shall be seen upon thee. You see? So that's why it's very important, man, that a soldier must learn love for his nation because his diabolical plan to keep us divided, man, through so many devices. And we've been programmed to do that, to be divided. That's why a soldier got to man up and fight through all of that. Ephesians 5 and 8 again. But ye were sometimes darkness. Yeah, we all had some type of ignorance before we started learning what it is that this Bible is really talking about. Not knowing, being stupid, as far as spiritually, I'm saying. But now, are ye light? In the name of the Lord, said, well, that's spiritual power from the Most High. Walk as children of light. Walk as children keeping the Most High's commandments, his laws, that you're going to shine bright as the children of light. That's why I look at Baruch 4 and 1 in the Apocrypha. Baruch 4 and 1. You want to be illuminated, you want to be shine bright as lights. Look what it says. This is the book, this is Baruch 4 and 1, the fourth chapter, the first verse. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High and the law that endureth forever. The commandments that the Most High wrote and the law that the Most High wrote that endureth forever. You hear that? So all you saying that is done away, that we done under the law been done away with and all that, you a liar and the truth ain't in you. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. So you can listen to these poach up eating preachers if you want to, thinking you don't have to follow the law. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Turn and take hold of it. What? Take hold of it. The commandments and the laws of the Most High. Walk in the presence of the light thereof. You hear that? Walk in the presence of the light thereof. They're the light again. If you walk in the presence of the light, following the Most High's commandments and laws, what will happen? That thou mayest be illuminated. That you may be illuminated. And you're going to shine bright. In the darkness. That's why Mashiach said, go to St. John, the first chapter. Now that we know that the light is keeping of the commandments, and you know, this ain't for everybody. It's amazing how it's written so that everybody can't even understand it spiritually. St. John 1 and 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Most High, and the Word was a Mashiach Yahushai. As the top angel of the Most High. The same was in the beginning with the Most High. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. Everything was made by Mashiach Yahushai through the power of the Most High. In him was life. Listen to what it says. In him was life. That's why he said, I'm the way. In St. John 14:6, he said, I'm the way. Show you how to follow the truth, which is the laws of the Most High. We can sing it. We ain't sung it a long time, class. Psalms 119, 142. That righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Okay? So he's a way to show us how to follow the truth, which is the laws of the Most High, the commandments of the Most High. That's going to lead to everlasting life. We just read it. You're reading it over and over again. It's just written different ways, but it's still the same thing. You're not going to run away from not keeping the Most High's laws. Point blank, his commandments. The work of the Most High, you're going to say that's null and void? Something wrong with you. Definitely wrong with you. If you think you ain't got to follow the Most High, that's why you visit the earth. You see them hurricanes and tornadoes within hurricanes, man. Y'all better wake up. In him was light. That's what Mashiach was shot. And the light was the light of men. You see? The light was the light of men. Remember it said, all of that people gonna come to life? So that light is the light of men. The life, everlasting life, is from keeping the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Men, and the light shineth in darkness. Okay, this is what it said. And the light, these laws, statutes, commandments shining in ignorance. Where's he at? Where he at when that's being said? Who's ruling? When you come on earth, who was the superpower of earth? The Romans, the so-called white man, the so-called Italian Caucasians ruling. When he came on the earth, he said the light shineth in darkness. So that you know, when we told Esau what? Get there in the darkness. He told them get there in the darkness. And when they went in the darkness, what they do? When they got the power, they put the people in what? Gross darkness, gross ignorance. You when we go to the Feast of Dedication, you're gonna see it straight up. How our people, rebellious Israel, wicked Israel, evil Israelites, went along with the darkness, like y'all do today, being spiritually inadequate with the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua, bunch of spiritual puppets. For real, for real. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just telling you how you got to change, man. Soldier must learn to love his nation. And you got to love your nation even if they don't know the truth. More for Mashiach Yahushua said, I'm just going to come here with all the knowledge, wisdom, understanding I have and just forget y'all. I'm not giving up my well-being for y'all, for all of us. Or the Most High said, forget us. He turned his back on us, man. He hid his face from us. Point blank. What make you think he gonna turn his face to you or me or anyone else? That's why he said in Hosea 5:15, man, I'm gonna go to my place until we, the 12 tribes of Israel, acknowledge our offense, how we offended him, and seek his face. Why? Because he turned his face away from us. Because we didn't want to follow and did not follow his laws, statutes, commandments until this day. But he said, in our affliction, we're going to seek him early. How much we got to be afflicted before we're going to seek him? You know, it's like, it's sad because it's like people play us for, you can't play us for dumb or not knowing. As much as we, as the Israelites, are bringing into this world and this day and time, through this Bible, through history, archaeology, anthropology, you name it, and y'all act like we don't know what we're talking about. Most High gonna burn you up, man. He gonna melt you. Mashiach don't care. He coming to judge and make war with fire coming out of his mouth to burn people up. This serious. Don't wait till he come. It's too late to him. That's why I say he was that light that came shining bright with the laws that come out of the Most High in the Roman Empire. That's what it says. St. John 1:5. Salaki. The light shineth in darkness. Hear that? The light shineth in darkness. He the light. He's an example to show us that it can be done as a man in a mortal body. Soldier must learn to love, have love for his nation, man. Whether they in or not. You know. You can't look at someone because they're in darkness. You was in darkness. I was in darkness. All of us was in darkness. Remember yourself. You got to have love for your brothers and your sisters that don't know. You can't condemn them because they didn't know. What if somebody start condemning you for whatever you did? Where you came from? Meet somebody, they know you. where you came from, or you done told where you came from. They start talking about you. You might be worse than who it is you getting on their case. And you came around. I tell you what, I ain't met nobody worse than Saul. All you had to do was call on Bahashama Mashak Yahweh. In the name of the Lord and Savior, he was trying to put you to death. Men, women, and children. Think about it. You better think about it. Most High what? Called him, made him born again, changed him. So ain't nobody like that. Understand, the Most High, ain't nothing impossible with the Most High. What if they're a little one? We got to have love for our nation. Tell you knowledge puffers up. Because you got to know a few precepts here and there. Now you big-headed. You conceited. You're not humble. You prideful. And that's pride is hateful before the Most High and man. It's going to be seen. And you're going to put you down. That's why this is about coming out of darkness, man. That's darkness. That's ignorant too. Because he said, and the light shineth in darkness. Don't be in that darkness, that ignorance. And the darkness comprehended not. So all you have to do in darkness, you ain't going to comprehend it. Ignorant, not knowing. Or come up with an excuse to say you could do whatever you're doing that's off, or make it mean something different. Because you came on the earth, man, in darkness. And he was that light, shining in dark ignorance, not knowing. And those, remember, you had from the Greek Empire. That's why I said when we go through the Feast of Dedication, you're going to see the mindset of our people, way from the Greek Empire to the Roman Empire. That's why it says to the Jew and to the Gentile, to the Jew and to the Greek. That's us. You look at all the different chapters in the New Testament going to talk to us. That's in the what? Darkness. Ignorance, not knowing. Next, it's about brotherhood. Next, a soldier must learn love for unity of the brotherhood. A soldier must learn love for unity of the brotherhood. We're talking about soldiership tonight. A soldier must learn love for unity of the brotherhood. 1 Peter 2 and 17. 1 Peter 2 and 17. A soldier must learn love for unity of the brotherhood. 1 Peter 2 and 17. Honor all men. Love the brotherhood. Hear that? Honor all men. Love the brotherhood. Fear the Most High. Honor the King. Mashiach Yahushua. You see, you gotta love the brotherhood, man. Honor all men of our nation, man. Love the brotherhood. We gotta have enough charisma to be able to deal with our people that oppose themselves. A lot of people have been going through a lot. They go through a lot. And then when we meet them, you can't be like, you, this, that, and the third, whatever. You gotta be with them. The best thing you could do in loving the unity of the brotherhood, because they still are brothers. They just might have not, the Most High have not called them. Remember, you ain't calling nobody. We ain't calling nobody. Me, you, nobody. Most High do the calling. And then let our Mashiach do the choosing. We ain't calling nobody. We just messengers. Just like the angels came all the time, and they still come. But those that are in the spirit and guide us in a way that the Most High would have us to be. And what we gonna do? Just remember that, you know? We're not better than nobody. Because that same one that you put down that you think that's not going to come in the truth will excel over all of us. Be that little one. Remember, we got angels that report before the Most High all the time. Everybody had an angel that report to the Most High all the time. There was a certain time, remember, it was a certain day, a certain hour, a certain minute, a certain second, that all of a sudden, bam, you started learning the truth. You came into the truth. There was a time before that you was not in the truth. We always remember that. We have to remember this. That's why I tell you, it's we going through what you going through when they go through whatever they go. That's why we all one suffer. We all suffer together. This ain't no cult. I'm not rolling with no cult. I'm rolling with our people, the nation of Israel. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. We are 12 tribes of Israel. You have to learn love for unity of the brotherhood. And you can't just look at our people because they're in a situation they're in. How do you help them? How do you help them come out of that situation? How do you make them better instead of putting them down? Understand this. They still part of us. I say pork chop eating preacher, yeah, because the leaders are one that calls us to err. But if they still want to learn, they still welcome. Everybody's welcome to learn, man. But if they oppose it, then yeah, they're going to get rawed out, straight up. Because we represent the Most High. We represent the Mashiach Yahushua thoroughly. But if they really take the time to listen and want to learn, hey, they welcome. They still our brothers. Still our brothers. A soldier must learn love for unity of the brotherhood. Verse 8 of 1 Peter, the 3rd chapter, verse 8. Finally, be ye all of one mind. Finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion. This is what I mean, can't get on clearer than this. Having compassion one of another. Love as brethren. Be pitiful. Be courteous. Come on. You can't go before our people and be worse than the heathen on them. Say, dang, you treat me worse than my enemy. Just by the way you come at them. We can't do that. It says, finally, and with each other, we definitely have to be in the spirit with this. Finally, be ye all of one mind. We got to be all of one mind. This unity of the brotherhood. Having compassion one of another. Hear that? Having compassion one of another, man. Having compassion one brother to another. Love as brethren. Be pitiful. Be courteous. You cannot be prideful and be pitiful. You can't be prideful and courteous. You know, brothers think mean spirit is how you gonna make somebody be down with what it is that your mean spirit self want to bring to the table. A lot of brothers happy with themselves, man. You ever say love thy neighbor as thyself? They don't love themselves. Why they can't love nobody else? Or they come and they take all their misery out on the people of the world, our people first and foremost. Well, he's telling us how we got to be for our people. It says, not rendering evil for evil. Oh, I'm gonna get that nigga. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him back. evil for evil. Most High said, wait for me. If you're in the spirit of the Most High, you out of the spirit of the Most High, then hey, you're going to draw evil to you. What you going to do when the evil comes to you? Because you draw, that's why he said, we're not rendering evil for evil. Most High said, hey, wait for me. He said, I'll rise up. I'm going to rise up on your enemies. You please the Most High, shoot. But understand, see, not rendering evil for evil, nor railing for railing, arguing back and forth with each other. No respect, man. Somebody do you wrong, you ain't got to look to get them back, man. Arguing with each other, it's not cool, man. That's why I say you gotta learn respect, man. And respect for ourselves is what he's saying. Finally, in verse 8, finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another. If you know the brother love as brethren, you know the brother care about you and correcting you. It go back to the love, man. Be pitiful, be courteous, be pitiful. If you're getting checked, be pitiful, be courteous. That's respect, man. Not rendering evil for evil or railing for railing, but contrary wise. That's why I say when the Mashiach would say you gotta be born again, he means you gotta change. Contrary wise, blessing, knowing that ye are thereunto called, that ye should inherit a blessing. How you gonna inherit this blessing? Deuteronomy 28, 1 and 2. Real simple. If you look into the future, hopefully you can understand and realize this was prepared for us. We didn't observe it when the Most High told us, but now here we are. We got opportunity. Deuteronomy 28, 1 and 2. He said, and it shall come to pass in the future, if thou shalt hearken, listen diligently unto the voice of the Most High, who is the Mashiach Yahushua, who is the word of the Most High, thy power, your power, and our power, as the Israelites, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Most High, thy power, your power, 12 tribes of Israel, Yasharallah, will set thee on high. How high? Above all nations of the earth. Hear that? And all these blessings, hear that? Shall come on thee and overtake thee if thou shalt hearken. That's all he wants you to do. Listen. If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Most High, thy power, our power. That's all you want to do is listen to his voice. And from a voice come what? Words. And we know that Mashiach Shai we just read in John 1 and 1 to 4, 3, that he's the word of the Most High. So all you want us to do is listen to him and do what he say do. Follow his commandments. And his commandments are not hard to do. It's not grievous to do what's right in the eyes of the Most High. We got to be all in one mind. Look at 1 Corinthians 1 and 10. We're looking at soldiership from a general's perspective. 1 Corinthians 1 and 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, my brothers of Israel, by Bahashama Mashiach Yahushai, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. So that means we learn it, we live it, and apply it in our life. As you learn, live it, and apply it in your life, we all speak the same thing. We all think the same thing. We all speak the same thing. We all act upon the same way. If you here, if I'm there, whoever's there, we're going to have the same reaction because he said, I beseech you, brother, by Bahashama Mashiach Ever Side, the spiritual power that's in a Mashiach Ever Side, go unto the Most High on our behalf to bring the power of the Most High to us, that ye all speak the same thing. You see, and that there be no divisions among you, but that you be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. You see, well, he told us in Romans 16 and 17, there's a flip side too. He said, now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses, contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. So you got a right to avoid brothers, you know. I mean, you hate your brother, you still can avoid them. He said, mark them which cause divisions. Remember, we just said we got to have the same mind, the same judgment, and there should be no division among us. But mark them which cause divisions and offenses. See, that's another thing, you know. Brothers look at division, but what about the brothers that cause offenses? We got to check them. They got to know. Like I say, we already jacked up waking up in the morning, and especially men. You got to go out in the world. You got to deal with people that's against us, especially being Israelites in this world in these last days. So why is it that you don't realize that the same thing we got to go through, hell, we got to go through, they got to go through it too. Just waking up being who they are. We won't consider that. Why I tell you, man. Now I beseech you, brother, mark them which cause divisions and offenses, contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, which you've learned so far. And hearing what we going over right now, I hear it. It's review for me, but I hear it clearly. He said, and avoid them. So some people you can avoid. For they that are such serve not our power, Hamashiach Yahushai, but who? But their own belly, their own self. They in this for the glory that they can get for themselves. Some people in it just so they can be elevated. We supposed to be in this to try and help somebody else come out of whatever they coming out. To help yourself, bring them out of what they're doing so you can be blessed yourself behind helping somebody else, man. Not just for yourself, no escalades for yourself. Don't care about no exaltation. This is about what you done, what you have done for your brother lately, what you done here, or what you're looking at as far as work for yourself as you bring our brothers out of darkness into the light, man. You say, for they that are such, that's always offending somebody, always causing division, serve not our power of Mashiach Yahushua. I don't care how many times they say, by Shama Mashiach Yahushua, but who? But their own belly, their own self. And by good words, they speak very well. They might be knowledgeable, and fair speeches deceive the hearts or the minds of the simple. You hear that? Bunch of simple people. That's what be fooled by whatever it is they bringing forth. And it's wrong. And they have to be checked in love because they might not even see themselves. You see? They might even see themselves. Ephesians, the 4th chapter, verse 3. Ephesians 4 and 3. Endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. You hear that? Endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit. And everybody's had the same mind, same judgment, in order. You endeavor to keep the unity of the Spirit of the way it is in the bond of peace, to keep peace within your camp, within your congregation and so forth. There's got to be through the unity of the Spirit of the Most High as we hear it. The soldier must learn love for the unity of the brotherhood, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit of the brotherhood in the bond of peace. You see, there is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called, in one hope of your calling, one most high, Mashiach the other side, one faith, one baptism, one power and Father of all, the Yahweh, who is above all and through all and in you all. It's all about you got to make this serious and intense. I know jokester are joking around to keep the unity of the brotherhood to the best of your ability to bring about peace. Psalms 133. Soldier must learn love for unity of the brotherhood. Psalms 133. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. I'll read it again. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garments. See that? It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garments. Can you imagine? That's a lot of oil. They pouring that oil just going down to the almost to your feet. Wow. As the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. But there, the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushai commanded the blessing, even life forevermore. Hallelujah. Mm. Hebrews 13 and 1. Hebrews 13 and 1. A soldier must learn love for the unity of the brotherhood. Hebrews 13 and 1. Let brotherly love continue. Let brotherly love continue. First John. First John 2. And it's sad because I look at, you know, a lot of, not necessarily with me, but I know a lot of brothers, they don't even communicate with each other. They don't speak, or they see each other, they don't even speak and all that, man. Can you imagine, um, which I imagine they probably don't imagine, but when the judgment comes and the things that you're hearing as far as the soldiership, and you're totally against whatever it is that's coming out, or what you do know already, which could just could be a review for a lot of you that's been in the truth, whatever, you know, and somebody that's been in for ages, you this is your you know this is where it all comes from in building brotherhood, you know, and you still at this day hating on your brother. Don't even shalom, brother, shalom, brother, keep it moving, whatever. I mean, just don't really, you know, and it's real like a hateful type of way. That's the most I could put you right next to that brother that you don't like in judgment. What you gonna do then? You right by him. You got this big problem with this brother. You don't like this brother. Some of you don't even know each other. Like y'all don't even know me. You know of me. A lot of y'all don't even know me. Y'all and then or whoever else that's teachers. Y'all got problems, man. How do you go to sleep at night? Don't you know you're gonna draw devil to you? You're gonna draw evil to you. I digress. First John, the second chapter, we're gonna read from 9 to 11. He that says he is in the light, he that says that he's following the commandments of the Most High, he's doing what the Most High tell him to do. He's keeping the laws of the Most High and hate of his brother. You hate your brother is in darkness even until now. He that says he's in the light, he that said I'm keeping the commandments, because you know the commandments based upon all the commandments based upon love thy love the Most High with all thy heart, mind, soul, and strength, and love thy neighbor as thyself. So you start with self, and that's how you feel about yourself, how you gonna treat somebody else. Remember that. A lot of times cats be all jacked up about their own personal life while they look to go out and they take it out on others whenever they had something going on in their life. So then they come out there with that attitude. You gotta let that go, man. Well, Most High got something for you. You know what it's called? The lake of fire. Straight up. He that loveth, listen, he that said he is in the light, 1 John 2 and 9. He that says he's in the light, we find that light. That's keeping the commandments and the laws of the Most High, and hate of his brother. You hate your brother is in darkness. You in ignorance, not knowing, dumb, dumber, dumbest, even until now. Come on. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light. Because all the commandments based upon, you know, love the Most High with all heart, mind, and soul, and strength, and love thy neighbor as thyself. So that's the commandments based upon that. How we serve the Most High, how we love the Most High, and how we love and serve each other. That's the commandments. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light. You're going to abide in the commandments. And there was none occasion of stumbling in him. Hear that? There's none occasion of stumbling in him. You're not going to be stumbling. Brothers be looking or trying to get something, got to find something wrong. Always trying to dissect someone. Let me look at this. Let me look up this way, that way. Let me check out this, what he doing there. We got to find something wrong with your brother. I got something for you for that too. This soldiership tonight, from a general's perspective. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness and knoweth not whither he goeth. Hear that? Because that darkness has blinded his eyes. That ignorance. You see that darkness keep coming up? You see darkness and light, right? Get talk. You know, that ignorance, your dumbed down self, you allow the devil to come in and blind your eyes, man. That's why Ecclesiasticus 3 and 24. Let's read that. It's real, y'all. It's real. We Israel, but you is fake. You is real? You say you is real? You is real or you is fake? Live or memorized, right? Ecclesiasticus 3:24. For many, Ecclesiasticus 3 and 24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, worthless thinking, coming up with something the devil done came up in their mind and had them think wrong. And an evil, that's the devil, suspicion, has overthrown their judgment. Always, that's these dissecting people, always looking for something to dissect people, checking everybody, everything out, looking for something wrong all the time. You know what I mean? The evil suspicion overthrowing their judgment. Or they start thinking something, the devil come in, then they gonna try and deal with you like what they saying is true. That's why I say, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion. You ain't got no foundation. That's why you in it. That's why the truth is in it. People is in and out. They don't have a true foundation. You ain't gonna be deceived by your own vain opinion. If you're deceived by your own vain opinion, let it be with you. Don't tell nobody. Don't let nobody know how dumb you are. What it say? Many are deceived by their own vain, worthless opinion. What it say? And an evil suspicion has overthrown their judgment. You allow the devil come in to make you make the wrong decision. Straight up. Proverbs 3 and 5. Straight up. No more, no less. That's why we gotta change. Proverbs Proverbs 3 and 5. That says, trust, that means have faith in the Most High with all thine heart, with all your heart. That means all your mind, the way you think. And lean not unto thine own understanding. Hear that? Lean not unto thine own understanding. That's why I say, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion, own worthless opinion. Don't mean nothing. Just lying to you, letting Satan lie to you, and you believe it. Then you want somebody else to believe your lies, your vain opinion, madness. That's why people are in darkness, because they don't have a foundation of Most High Wa Mashiach Yahushua Bahashama Mashiach Yahushua to be able to, get all these things together with themselves, so they don't even speak it. Dang, you speak out something that's all. It's like, wow, he got you. You can't allow him to have you like this. First John, First John, the first chapter, uh, verse 6. Remember, we're looking at a soldier must learn love for the unity of the brotherhood. First John 1 and 6. Soldiership. If we say that we have fellowship with him and walk in darkness, here it is again. You walked in ignorance, not knowing, we lie. You say you got fellowship with the Most High, while my Shai, and you walking in darkness, you liar. You are a liar and do not the truth. You do not keep the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. Point blank. But if we walk in the light, we walk in the commandments, we walk in what we hear now, we should be in the brotherhood as he is in the light. We have fellowship one with another. And the blood of Amashiach Yahushua, his son, cleanses us from all sin. You see how important it is to have this love for the unity of the brotherhood, and not just your camp, not just the individual that you want to choose out, being partial. What if most I was partial? What do you say, hey man, forget y'all. I'm just gonna choose that one, that's what that's gonna be. We're gonna meet the judgment seat individually. I'm just gonna take those right there. Like some of you say, you're the only ones that had the truth. Get out of here, man. Make what I'm saying be false. Right here in this brotherhood, in this soldiership. Y'all can't, all of y'all come from one west. We got the same thing. We gotta do better. That's all I'm saying. We gotta do better. We all have to do better. And I'm not excluding myself. And when I say make it mean something different, you make it mean something different, man. I'm gonna say, hey, look, y'all, I was wrong. This is not right here. I have no problem in that. That's how humble I am. Real for real. Because I went to the elders when I was in general. Look, hey, this right. I told them, I said, look, I want to do what things right. I don't want to be accountable for things that I'm saying and I'm doing that's wrong. You know, who knows, 28, 25, 20 some years ago, whatever. You know what I mean? And I apologize for the 2000 breakdown that I never brought out. And I'm not boasting, I'm just saying that's how I felt in my spirit that we should have. They didn't. Pride, whatever you're going to call it. But you make a mistake, or somebody make a mistake, like I said, go back to the first part of the video, the lesson. One suffer, we all suffer. One rejoice, we all rejoice. Even though I didn't teach it, because I went to the scriptures showing, you know, Matthew 24 and 36, only the Most High know when the end is going to come. Only the Most High know. That's why I didn't teach that. And in Acts 1 and 7, the Mashiach told the apostles, they said, they told them in verse 6, you're going to restore the kingdom to Israel again? He said, hey, ain't for you to know, only the Most High know. Understand this, people. Only the Most High know, period. We got to get it. We got to man up and be men. Get off of this high horse thinking you all that, man. We ain't nothing as we ought to be. Or bring whatever Hamashiach gonna bring and teaching us 1,000 years. One of you leaders, y'all bring it now. Get him out the way, because you the one got it all. We know in part and prophesying in part. That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody that's prideful going to the kingdom. I'm gonna tell you that. You ain't humbling yourself down. He gonna make you. He gonna humble you. You might have an attitude with man, but when you meet the Most High and He visit you, oh, he's on this earth. He gonna start twisting and turning and doing some things that you ain't never imagined. You see, you say like, oh, he coming like a woman in travail, woman having contractions. You know, they get closer and closer and closer and closer and closer together. It's real talk. Y'all gotta man up, man. And man up ain't always trying to think you all macho, because you're gonna be broken down. I say men gonna be up. Let me show you. Macho sucker. Y'all think y'all all that? You're gonna find out if you all that. Just go down. We better be with the Most High. I know that. In 2nd Ezra 15, it says, man, well, verse 17. Well, you know, you can start at 14 down. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, me near, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's modern day swords or guns in their hands. Everybody's strapped. But there shall be sedition among men, invading one another, coming into your house. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. You ain't with the Most High. At this time, you prideful and you all macho, you think you all that. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out who's big and bad. It says they're gonna be invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. People don't have the power. People outnumber everybody anyway. The Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force, they outnumber everybody. It said a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. That's martial law. First, you talk about racial wars. Now you talk about martial law. Say, for because of their pride, you know, here it is, the city shall be troubled. That's why, hey, it's going to happen because there's so much pride. But you can't be prideful. That's hateful before Most High and man. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Come on. Men shall be afraid. Make it say something different. He coming for you. I'm telling you. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. You'll get your spirit right. But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, rob everything they have, because of the lack of bread, food, and for great tribulation. Thus say the Most High. Wow, my shot was shot. Man, y'all better recognize, man, that's coming. That's why if you in with the Most High, do what we say do, and have a relationship with Him, man, it's gonna be all right. Because it don't happen. It's not gonna have to happen to everyone. You know, our affliction, we're gonna seek Him early. That affliction don't have to happen to everyone. It's not gonna happen to everyone. There's too many scriptures that I can show you that He said you're gonna be all right. That's why I want us to be all right, in that time. Um, a soldier must learn love for the unity of the brotherhood. Ephesians 5 and 8. For you were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. Those that's rolling in the name of the anointed Savior. Walk as children of light. See? We got to walk as children of light. Children that's keeping the commandments of the Most High. Oh, man. A soldier must learn sacrifice. Romans 12 and 1. A soldier must learn sacrifice. Romans 12 and 1. So I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to the Most High, which is your reasonable service, man. So to present your body, I mean, you gotta give up something. Just like now, I appreciate everybody and Shabbat Shalom, everyone that's joining me in this soldiership lesson from a general's perspective. A soldier must learn sacrifice. That means giving up something. You gotta present your body as a living sacrifice, holy. How can you make your body holy? How do you make yourself holy? Romans 7 and 12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good. So no matter where you go, no matter where you run to, no matter you walk to, wherever you trot to, whatever, you still got to keep the commandments of the Most High. And remember, it's not hard. It's not a hard thing to do. It's not hard. It's just a matter of, you know, like now, the world is doing whatever they're doing. We in the Bible, going over the word of the Most High, all praise to the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, while Shalom Mashiach Yahushua. A soldier must learn what is expected of him from his officers. A soldier must learn what is expected of him from his officers. A soldier must learn what is expected of him from his officers, the men that's over him. Luke 12, Luke 12 and 47. You gotta know your duties, man. This ain't no free for all, man. The Most High like things done decent and in order. You gotta have order. When you have order and consistency, is respected. Diligence is respected. You get respect by everyone when you diligent and you don't give up. And you, no matter what, you endure hardship as a good soldier, and you don't give up. Luke 12, 47 and 48. And that servant which knew his mouth, knew his teacher's will. And I'm not saying, the reason why I'm not saying LORD is because When you look up any Bible dictionary, some of you might be new to this, but the first word in any Bible dictionary is going to be B-A-A-L, right? And B-A-A-L means L-O-R-D. And they put it in here, so we'll keep saying it, and you're still calling on B-A-A-L. You see? Here it is right here. I'm trying to see, I don't know, it's kind of crazy how this camera works. It's right there. I don't know, you might can see it there. I mean, you can look it up yourself. Just Google it. You can just Google it. You see? B-A-A-L. You say husband too, possessor and husband too. You gotta look at, hey, like I said, a lot of these words, man, they put in there, it's not many, but we gotta change, man. You know. That's why I'm not saying it, because what's the difference between calling on B-A-A-L, if that means L-O-R-D, and they put it in there, and you're gonna try and make it mean something different or try and come up with a Hebrew name, you know, to say this is what it is, but you got it from Yiddish, you got it from some other source that's not, you know, from the Most High. I've been changed. I've been changed, y'all, and not saying it. You see? That's why I say a soldier must learn what is expected of him from his officers. Luke 12:47. And that servant which knew his teacher's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. You know, it's like you being taught, and you wonder why you're going through so many changes, so many things are happening not right in your life, because you hear what's being said. There's no opposition to what's being said. So if there's no opposition to what's being said, and you ain't preparing yourself for what it is that you know is going to happen and is being said, you did it according to his will. You ain't doing according to his will. He wants you to have wisdom. He wants to have, we're about learning. We're about wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So you know his will and prepare not himself. Like I just read you about racial wars, martial law, and people spoiling people's goods and coming in with guns and this, that, and the third, and you don't take heed to it. He said, "Oh, what did he say? You ain't doing according to his will. You ain't trying to keep the commandments. You fall into the plight of doing the things that he said we shouldn't do." He said, "You're gonna be beat with many stripes, more than those that you think you so much better than." But the Most High ain't called them. You know, he ain't laboring to make them perfect. He ain't even called them, and you down on them. You gonna be beat with many more stripes. Me, you, anybody, straight up. Just talking to all of us. You know what to do. You've been told what to do. And prepared not yourself, you ain't prepared. That's what it says in Ecclesiastes, the second chapter, the first verse. What it say? When thou come to serve the Most High, prepare. Prepare. It says, prepare yourself for temptation. Prepare yourself for the devil. Look, when the Mashiach Shai, he was 30 years old. That's the ministry start from 30 to 50, y'all. He was 30 years old, according to the law, Numbers the 4th chapter, when he started his ministry, right? Who came and dealt with him? The devil. The devil. The devil. When you come to serve the Most High, prepare yourself for the devil. And the devil gonna get in people's minds and have them think a certain way and act a certain way and speak a certain way. to come and deal with you. That's just how this works. And then you look at Hebrews, then you go to hollering and screaming, oh, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. You knew what to do. You know what to do. You're hearing this, and it's like going in one ear and out the other ear. Oh, it's gonna get. You might have another month before the first of the year. You better be ready. Listen, Hebrews 10:26. It says, "For if we sin willfully," Hebrews 10:26. But if we sin willfully, you know what to do. You ain't doing what he say do. After that, we have received the knowledge of the truth. You know what the Bible says. You done heard it. There remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. Mashiach said he ain't going to the Most High on your behalf. Ain't no more sacrifice for sins, man. That's why I said Luke 12:48. But he that knew not, listen, but he that knew not, they ain't been called. The ones you want to put down, that we trying to bring out of darkness into the light, and did commit things worthy of stripes, shall be beaten with few stripes. You hear that? Think about that. This is what you've been brought into. The ones you want to put down and say they ain't nobody because you somebody and because you done learn a few precepts here and there, whatever. And you know what this Bible's talking about and what you're supposed to do, and you have no excuse. You can ask someone. There's too many of us that know this truth that you can ask. There's no reason for someone to say I made a mistake on this, that, and the third, and that you're doing something wrong when you could ask, is this right or wrong? Is this okay? There's people that do that. And all you that's high-minded, this, that, and the third, he said what? Verse 47, and that servant which knew his teacher's will, Most High's will, exactly what the Mashiach would have you to do, and prepared not himself. Hey, he said, when you come to serve the Most High, prepare, 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 prepare. If you ain't prepared yourself for the temptation, for the devil. Ain't that who came to Mashiach when he was fasting? That's who came to him. 40 days and 40 nights being tempted, all the time messing with him. And prepared not himself. You ain't prepared with what it is that you've learned. Neither did according to his will. You ain't gonna do according to the Most High's will. You ain't gonna follow what it is that you've learned, you heard. You don't want to follow it. He said, hey, shall be beaten with many stripes. Don't get it twisted. Don't think because you've been called, because you can't say you're chosen. You can't say, what number are you to 144,000? Y'all like to be saying y'all the ones that's this, that, and the third, whatever. What number are you to 144,000? What gate you going through? And what direction is that gate going to be on? You got 12 gates. One on the north, the south, the east, and the west. What gate you going through? I mean, y'all talk a good game, man. But when it comes down to real, I ain't getting no answers. That's real right there. That's why you gotta humble yourself, man, before you think you all that, man. You ain't all that. We ain't all that, man. Why it gonna take 1,000 years for us to learn of the Most High? That's why I said people don't even talk about the Most High. Y'all don't even talk about the Most High. Let's more talk about you. He gonna save you. You got nothing to say about it. All y'all know is Crum Yasharala. Yasharala, Yasharala, Yasharala. We need to talk about the Most High. I'm talking about him alone. His name is jealous. So that's why he did. Remember, he dealt with Ezra, man. Say, you love Israel more than me? Better ask somebody, man. All the examples that we need is here in this Bible. From the past, the present, the future. He give it all to us. You hear what he said? He said, we're going to be beat with many stripes, y'all. See, y'all been bamboozled. I don't care if some of y'all just coming in, whatever, just learning, whatever. You still been bamboozled. You been marrying them up. You've been Shanghai, you've been brought into something that you ain't gonna never be the same ever in your life. I mean, I see people bugged out. As I said, revolving door, man. I said, hey, you're gonna be with many stripes, even to death. Mm, mm, mm. But, verse 48, he that knew not, they ain't been called to learn all the things we done learned and so forth, and know what we know and so forth. The ones you want to put down, you want to offend, and did commit things worthy of stripes. They did things worthy of stripes. They broke the Most High's laws. Shall be beaten with few stripes. Hear that? Because the Most High ain't called them. For unto whomsoever much is given, and much is given to us as the Israelites, man, of him shall be much required. You hear that? All of us. Much been given. If it's not given, you can ask for it, you know. And much is required of us. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. They'll ask more and more and more. Give me some more. Give me some more. And you're gonna have to be under men. Are you just all by yourself, in your own mind, in your own way? I feel sorry for you. But I ain't gonna have time to feel anything when everything jump off, except for what we gotta deal with for the time at hand. You're gonna have to deal with it yourself. If you ain't in this unity, you ain't in this soldiership, you ain't in what we gotta deal with to be together. Job 38:3. Soldiers, gird up now your loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. Hear that? Moses said, gird up now your loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. You're gonna answer to the Most High. That's why I say you gotta gird up your loins like a man, man. Stop being so sensitive, man. You just ain't about no. You gotta get over that sensitivity, man. You gotta eat it. Chalk it up. I mean, you think about brothers that go into military, Esau's army. You think they're gonna be sitting up there crying the blues all the man? I don't want to hear that. You know, gave up everything, your life to go and be subject to that. You can't be subject to the Most High. That's why I said, gird up your loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. Hmm. Tell you, man, Hebrews 10:31. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Most High. Better hear what he's saying. Hey, Second Maccabees 6:27 and 28. Second Maccabees, the 6th chapter, verse 27 and 28. Wherefore now, manfully changing this life, I will show myself such an one as mine age requireth. That's why I say, man up. That's what he's telling you, man up, man. A lot of y'all not no real young men. Y'all old enough to be able to know what this is talking about. Wherefore now, manfully changing this life, I will show myself such an one as mine age requireth. Require to man up and stop being effeminate, so sensitive this way and that way, and oh, you hurt my feelings, and acting like, the weaker vessel. Got to man up and leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws. Hear that? And leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws of the Most High, man, that he wrote with his finger, representing him. And when he had said these words, immediately he went to the torment. That was Eleazar, 90 years old, man. Come on, man, we'll give you something. Dang on wicked Antiochus Epiphanes, the white man, the so-called white king in the Greek Empire, wanted to eat some swine, something abominable. He said, no, man. They said, well, we're going to get his so-called friends. That's why I say, you ain't a friend till you prove it. You're not a friend until you really prove you're a friend in situations, because his friends offered him, you can read the story, but his friends offered him something that was clean, that he could eat, clean meat, you know. They wanted to eat unclean meat, the defilers, knowing that we're not supposed to do that. And so he said, no, this is him saying, hey, I'm going through the torment. I'm not eating. I'm not going to stain my name. I don't live righteous all this time. I'm gonna go and eat something that's defiled to save my life for a few more years or a few more days, few more minutes. Who knows? Most I could have took him out like that. That's why he said, wherefore now, manfully changing this life, I will show myself such an one as mine age require, 90 years old. Come on. He done lived in the truth all his life, and now he got 90 years old. He go like he's just an example. He said what? 28. And leave a notable example. That's why he's in the Bible. To such as be young, the young generation. To what? To die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws. This is just on the point of not eating a piece of pork bacon. That's how serious this is. That's powerful. I'll just give an example. I don't know what it was. It was abominable. Know that much. And he didn't go for it. He died. He went to hear what it said, verse 28. And leave a noble example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws of the Most High that he wrote with his finger. And when he had said these words, immediately he went to the torment. But see what happened? Once he said no to his so-called friends, I'm not eating no pork. I ain't eating nothing abominable. They changed just like that and didn't like him no more. A soldier must learn that his own fellow soldiers are learning to be soldiers also. A soldier must learn that his own fellow soldiers are learning to be soldiers also. A soldier must learn that his own fellow soldiers are learning to be soldiers also. Galatians 5:13. Galatians 5:13. A soldier must learn that his own fellow soldiers are learning to be soldiers also. Galatians 5:13. But brethren, ye have been called unto liberty. Ye have been called unto liberty, which is freedom. Only use not liberty or your freedom for an occasion through the flesh, but by love serve one another. You see, you know, don't roll on the brother, get things for you, take advantage of the brother because you got rank, like having the brother shine your shoes or do something that you could do yourself, or do something that's unprofitable for you yourself. or try and get a brother back for something that you don't like. You don't like the brother, so you try to get him, because you got some kind of authority over him, stepping on the brother, looking down on the brother. I tell you what, we all have a special gifts or special gifts. We all have something to bring to the table. It's just that a lot of brothers don't take the time to know no one to be able to see the beauty and the magnificence of those that's been called, that diligent in this truth, to understand, because they got too much pride. Pride won't allow you to see others except for how you want to see them compared to yourself. Then you ain't nothing as you ought to be. Or prove you are. Tell me that you ain't got to listen to nothing of my shaka got to bring to the table in 1,000 years of learning. I'm just trying to keep it simple as possible. And that's real. And hopefully it'll reach somebody that need to be humbled, really realize Galatians 5:13 again. For brethren, we the Israelite brothers, ye have been called unto liberty, freedom. Only use not liberty, your freedom, for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another. And what's love? 2 John 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that, as ye have heard from the beginning, you should walk in it. For many deceivers are entered into the world. Many liars, deceiving people, are entered into the world, who confess not that a Mashiach is come in the flesh. This is this deceiver and an anti-Mashiach. Straight up. They're waiting for him to come back the first time. They're going to be in for a rude awakening. The only thing I can tell them, you look at that movie Independence Day when they was on that building and said, oh, here I am, here I am, all right, here I am. And what happened? Destruction came upon them. That's how it's going to be for all them waiting on him to come for the first time. You're going to find out he's already been there. When he come back to judge and make war, point blank. That's what he's coming to do. So, you got to really take heed. First Peter's 5:5, because a lot of times they tell you knowledge puffs up, and then brothers get a little position and they can get all puffed up too. Or you look at any reason to be able to go against your brother. It's sad because we've been programmed by the Willie Lynch, programmed by the religious instructors to the Negroes in the United States of America from 1620 to now. Stockholm syndrome, all that fits us in the truth. And people act like because we're in the truth, that we don't have the same dealings of what people of the world. That's why we got to really work on changing. That's what it's about. Being born again, he means change. We looking at these scriptures so we can become better in the eyes of the Most High. When you become better in the eyes of the Most High, you'll be better in the eyes of man. Or they're evil. You see? The evil people ain't gonna, we still got them in our congregations and so forth, in our camps. Everybody ain't right. I mean, people be conniving, doing all kind of things. People think they on a point. They're not on point. That's why you better pay attention. We doing soldiership tonight. It's Shabbat Shalom, everyone that's a Shabbat. Everybody's Shabbat might not be tonight, but Shalom. It says, a soldier must learn that his own fellow soldiers are learning to be soldiers also. Just the generalship tonight for the soldiers. 1 Peter 5:5. Likewise, ye younger. 1 Peter 5:5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. You young brothers, submit yourself unto the elder, those that are 51 and over. Yeah, all of you be subject one to another. We got to be subject one to another and be clothed with humility. Most High reject and resist the proud, man. That's why we got to be clothed with humility. That's opposite of being prideful. But the Most High resists the proud. You hear that? Remember, we said all the cities are going to be troubled because of their pride. The Most High resists the proud and giveth grace to the humble. So how are you going to get grace? That's getting something you don't deserve. That's grace. Getting something you don't deserve. How you going to get that if you're prideful? He's telling you. The Most High resists the proud. Look. Most High resists the proud, right? And what else is said? And giveth grace to the humble. So you don't think, you listen. All praise the Most High. Right there, you know. Like, check, 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 check. Check one.